This is Backwards Thinking, Moving Forward, episode 452. The thought today is, this is so hard. I'm just going to run away. I'm just going to run away from hard. That's hard. I'm not doing it. That takes effort. Can't make me. Oh, this is a difficult situation. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to ignore it. You can't run from hard. You can't. I mean, you can run and have it chase after you, and it'll be there to greet you when you get wherever you're running to, but you can't run from hard. You can't. But you know what you can do? You can turn around and you can face it square in the face. And what's funny is when I do that and I look at it and I really look at it, it disappears and it fades. I mean, a new hard is on its way. I'm not saying it goes away forever. I'm just saying, in that moment, if I turn and face it, hard gives me a bit of a break. I just need to face it. Turn and face it. Right? So if there's something hard in my life and I'm trying to avoid it, And sometimes we think we're successful at it. That's what's funny is we are so good at convincing ourselves, oh, good job. We did it. We ran away from hard and it's not going to find us. And then you don't feel as good and you don't act as nice as you could. And you start to worry about things and you can just tell hard's there. Hard is sitting there poking and pricking and weighing you down and stumbling you, and just turn around, face it in the face, if it had a face, and take it on. Because if you do that, hard, it's still hard, but it's not as hard. And that seems all contradictory. I think most thinking is, because the line where it makes sense is so small. And it's so hard to balance on that line. And that's one of the reasons I do these episodes, is to put myself back on the line, to put myself back in the game, to put myself back where it makes sense. And I know the more that I put myself on that line, the better I'm going to get at being on that line. The more familiar it's going to feel. The more comfortable I'm going to feel being there. And pretty soon, maybe someday soon, that's where I'll be most of the time. I know it's a process. But I also know if I'm not going forward, I'm going backwards. And if I'm not on the line, then I'm off the line. And it is pretty clear sometimes. If I'm not on the line, then I'm off. And it's time to get back on. And it's time to turn around, look hard in the face, and get stronger. And that's a thought, right? When you push against hard, when you work with hard, you get stronger and you get steadier and you get more solid. And you're not blowing in the breeze, right? When you run from hard and hard's over there and hard's over there. Hard, it's getting me. Yes, turn around and face it. Here's a good story, right? They tried to figure out how to give the perfect environment, right? The perfect biosphere for growing things. And they put these trees in this perfect environment. And then they were shocked. They were shocked to find that the trees would fall over. That they weren't strong, that they weren't as good as they could have been. In this perfect environment, they were not as good as they could have been. Because they needed the wind. They needed the storms. They needed the wind. They needed the hail. They needed the snow. They needed the temperature changes. They needed unperfect. They needed things to be hard. And if you take away hard, then you take away our strength. You take away what we could have been. I don't want to do that. I want to be mighty. Mighty like the beautiful trees I see that tower, that give shade, that give homes, that provide nutrients, that clean the air. I want to be amazing. And maybe not so wooden, but you know what I mean. So don't run from hard. Hard's your friend. It's there to help you. So have a wonderful day, or make the day wonderful.